Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League Spike Magazine Trophy. We're in week number 4, game 2 of the evening, and it's going to be a lizard mirror match. We're going to have the Vesuvian Lavabacks versus the PipStars, Berserker Tempest versus Dead Fred. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at the two teams, shall we? SP Beaver with the 52 months of subscriptions. Thank you very much for your generosity. I appreciate it. Great having you in the league. Great having you here on stream. And thank you very kindly. I appreciate it. Ajax Lorraine says, I feel like I was just here. Over in Division A, currently in first place are the MAML Nightmare, coached by Fest Dung. They're Necromantic Horror team. They're 3-1-0 here in week number 4, followed by Moobs and Sea Snakes, a Dark Elf team undefeated with a record of 3-0-0, and James Like Snacks in third place with the World of Cheese, an Elven Union team. They are 2-1-1. Over in Division B, that's where we are for this game this evening. In first place, the Believe Broncos, coached by BB Nut. They're a Nurgle team. They're 3-0-0. Followed by the Remnants of Valor, coached by S. Beaver, a human team. They're 2-1-0. And in third place, one of the teams up tonight, the PipStars, coached by Dead Fred. They're a Lizardman team. They're 2-0-1. They're going to be up against the fourth place team this evening, the Vesuvian Lavabacks. Both teams, with a win, will advance into second place, could conceivably advance to the first, not likely, but looking to stay at the top of the leaderboard here as we close out week number 4. And over in Division C, in first place is Old Gamer Mike's Goodest Boys Strike Back, another Necromantic Horror team. They're 2-2-0, with Ajax as the Fishy Fiends in second place, a Chaos Renegades team undefeated with a record of 2-1-0, and Spire's Philosopher's Song in third place, a Lizard team. They're 2-0-1. The Vesuvian Lavabacks, what SP Beaver says, so as I heard, both teams need a loss here. The Vesuvian Lavabacks, the home team for tonight's matchup. They have 10 on the roster. They're going to be without their Crocs. That's a big loss for them in this roster. We'll talk about how they might replace this Crocs here in this matchup. They have all 6 Saurus blockers. They have 4 skinks, 2 of which are chameleons. They'll pick up a journeyman as well. 1 dedicated fan, 1 apothecary, 2 cheerleaders, 2 assistant coaches, 4 dedicated fans, 2 rerolls. Their TV is at 1,160,000 gold. With the journeyman, that's going to bring them up to 1,220,000. They're going to be 1,220,000. That's right. They're going to be up against the PipStars, coached by Dead Fred. They have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the roster. They have their big guy, the Crocs. They have all 6 of their Saurus blockers, and they've got their 5 skinks, 1 of which is a chameleon. Their TV's 1,460,000 gold. That's 240,000 gold in petty cash that will be going to the Lavabacks this evening. 1 oppo, 3 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. How these two teams play tonight, it's a mirror match, right? So mirror matches always turn your strategy on its side, because you don't necessarily have a strength against your opponent that has the same strength against you. So Lizard teams, let's go over them real quickly, right? They have the Crocs, of course, with the strength of 5, but these 6 Saurus blockers, these are strength 4 pieces. They don't start with any skills, but you can see that the PipStars have done a great job here. Dead Fred spreading out that SPP, has block on 5 of the 6 Sauruses, has Mighty Blow on El Bandito, has guard on Chompy McChompface. Has done an excellent job spreading out the SPP on this roster. Does have Pips Pippy, of course, wearing number 1, who is a blodger with sidestep, an excellent combination for a ball carrier. Has the sneaky git and Drips Drippy Esquire. Ajax the Riot says, it's crazy the PipStars can get the infamous Gatorade to sponsor and play with them. SP Beaver says, who let all the lizards into this division? Black Wolf says, let's go Pips Pippy! Everyone loves Pips Pippy. But this is a team that has skills, and they're more skilled than the Vesuvian Lavabacks. Berserker Tempest also spreading out the SPP here, has picked up block on 3 of the 6 Saurus blockers, has guard on 2 of the Saurus blockers as well, has picked up blocks on the Crocs, but the Crocs won't be playing tonight. Otherwise, the Chameleon Skink has a couple of not random skills, has diving catch, has diving tackle, doesn't have a Fowler on this roster, will get 220k. So the Sauruses and the Crocs, very easy to mark with the edge of 5+. The Skinks, very fast with MA8, MA7 with the Chameleons, but they will get a free 3+ of movement on a kick or a pass. They're also very brittle and very weak. Strength of 2, AV 8+. That means those skinks are not only the only ball carriers on this roster, but it makes them targets. So each roster will have each team will have 5 chameleons on the roster. That's half the team. It's very easy to skink hunt when half your team is skinks. But it's going to come down to a chess match, right? How many are you marking a Saurus to keep him out of the drive, but then you're eating a block die back? Maybe the Vesuvian Lavabacks are also eating a block die with the block skill and Mighty Blow. I think the guardsmen on the blockers here, guard is a great skill to pick up with these Saurus blockers, but if you look what Dead Fred did here, Dead Fred picked up guard on a Saurus that already has the block skill. And what that means is Chompy McChompface could go in on the blitz. It's a solid blitz, right? You got strength 4 with the block skill, 2 die, almost certainly a 2 die with the block skills, great. And then he repositions on his blitz and he's lending an assist to another block. So I think pairing them up in this way is pretty strong. Berserker Tempest has a couple of them, doesn't have the 1, but does have the 2. Might need to find a way to leverage that in order to get an advantage here, but it's going to be real tricky, a real dance for these two teams, as really the focus is going to be on these skinks. How do you get at these skinks without eating blocks from the Sauruses while keeping your opponent's Sauruses out of the drive? And that's a moment-to-moment decision. Every turn you're deciding, all right, am I going to mark a Saurus? If I do, is this just somebody who's going to eat a block, or am I setting up the 2 die? Because they're 2 lizard teams, you can mark Saurus for Saurus, and now you're basically playing normal Blood Ball, right? Strength 4 to Strength 4, 1 assist, get you that 2 die block. It can be a really different sort of game in this mirror match. Now, 220,000 gold, I think in the inducement phase, that's going to go to 240,000 gold. That's going to be a Zug. I think the Vesuvian Lavabacks are going to pick up Mighty Zug. That brings back their big guy effectively. They have a strength 5 piece. It's only an MA of 4, but he has block, he has Mighty Blow. Now they're back in the game with a big guy. Now they can start going toe-to-toe and play sort of their quote-unquote normal game against this opposing lizard team. They don't have to worry about being down all that strength and that Mighty Blow piece. But still, well, this is not the game, but still, it comes down to that dance between every single turn. You have to decide, am I marking the Saurus? Am I taking a block? In this matchup, we could see all 6 Sauruses go head-to-head against each other, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think one team is going to try to leverage their Sauruses to get those blocks, to get the knockdowns, to get the removals. A Saurus blocker with a strength of 4 and the block skill against a skink is an automatic 2 die. With 1 assist, it's a 3 die. So having a free Saurus to go after these skinks will be very, very beneficial. But then, of course, now the balance is shifted, right? And you've either left a Saurus open for your opponent to then do the same to you, or you've marked him with a skink who's in real danger. So this will be a real fun one to watch. I like these matches that kind of throw the standard strategy out the window because your opponent does everything you do. So we're a little bit early, but we'll see if the coaches are ready to go, and we'll get this game underway. Looks like both coaches are indeed ready to go. Spire says, get dribble, and Droll goes skink on skink violence. Maybe so. Maybe so. We don't know how Berserker Tempest is going to spend that 240,000 gold. Telestrator of Doom. You know what? You know what? Let's call it. Let's call it. Death. Death. James Blake Sack says, is red and blue going to be on for this one? We'll see what the colors look like. If it's clear, no. If it's not so clear, then yes. Two halves of the stadium. 1 blue, 1 gold. Lots of fans out tonight for this game. Eagle TSI says, unfortunately, wife just gave me a honeydew item list, so I may be back, but if not, I want the lizards to win. Well, we might be able to give you that. It could, of course, be a draw. Nine fan factor between the two teams. Play like pips. Play like pips. Play like pips. 240,000 golden penny cash. It's going to be a wizard, so not picking up the big guy. It's going to be a wizard and a cake and a couple of either cheerleaders or coaches. So picked up a wizard instead. So we'll be down the big guy. The PipStars win the coin toss. They'll probably be on offense to start. Bad Dog praying to Nuffle. Spire says boo. Yeah, the PipStars choose to be on offense to begin. They'll want to leverage their strength and their mighty blow to punch first here. The Vesuvian Lavabacks on defense screening out the other team. We didn't even talk about that. These skinks are very, very fast. They can get behind you, but you, of course, have skinks in turn, so... four skinks in the secondary, one on the line here for the defense, 5 players on the line for the offense, one, of course, the Crocs, Gatorade, and then 4 Sauruses. Sauruses? Ajax the Riot says she saw the message. It was nice knowing you guys. Press F. Press F to pay respects. Chevron formation for the defense. 5 on the line for the offense. 2 back to receive. Here's the kick. Clear skies for the game this evening. Oh, it's a journeyman. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is a journeyman. Oh, big blitz on the shallow kick for the Lavabacks. They get to reposition 6. They roll a 3 on the D3. They'll get a blitz somewhere. Smasher, welcome to the stream. Smasher says, journeyman goes on the line. It's a rule, just like Russians fail 900% of the line. I don't think red and blue is going to help here, but let's see. Red and blue helps. We'll make it red and blue. Vesuvian Lavabacks in the blue. The PipStars in the red for this game. Lavabacks currently ranked 11th this season, with the PipStars 14th. Two-die block to get things started on the right side of the line. Gets the knockdown here. Ajax the Riot says, what was picked up inducement-wise? That is a great question. Picked up 2 coaches. So 2 cheerleaders. Not 2 cheerleaders. Wait. I think he had 1 and 1. I think he had 1 and 1, so I think he picked up a coach and a cheerleader. So he has a cake, a coach, a cheerleader, and a wizard. Blitz finish here. Now turn 1 for the PipStars. Two-die block on the left defensive end, gets a push here. One minute to go for the PipStars. Now a 3-die by the Crocs. Took the block with the Crocs here. Normally this would be out of order, but with the ball so close to the line of scrimmage, wants to take the block with the Crocs, gets a push out of this. Two die over on the left side. Gets a knockdown against Earthquake, the rookie blocker. Saurus is very hard to break armor with a 10+. PipStars. Will they cage the ball up on their own 4, or will they retreat a little bit? Here's the blitz on the right side. Gets a push against the level 2 Saurus blocker. Takes a mark for the 2 against the number 6 Saurus blocker. Good action order here to take the blitz. Take the blitz and then reposition for the assist to get the 2 die coming back this way. So now just one Saurus on the line. El Bandito is going to stand back up and get right back on that line. PipStars is on the bonus clock here in turn 1. They're down to 6 minutes, 46 seconds. 3+ pickup coming up from Drips Drippy Esquire. And that works out. Has the ball on the 4-yard line. And that is the turn. Turn 1 now for the defense. I like watching the animations. So it's just Sauruses are just going nuts. Skinks are doing backflips. Lavabacks typically wearing gold. They're wearing blue in this particular matchup just for clarity. They stand up Earthquake to take a mark over on the left wide zone against Trixie O'Reilly. More block on the offense than the defense, so they're going to have to be very calculating with the blocks they take. Three die blitz in the right wide zone against Slim Scaly. Got a pow out of this. Looking for the 8+. Hunting Skinks. Slim Scaly with the sidestep will sidestep forward. Breaks armor. Got a KO. Very well done by the Vesuvian Lavabacks. They have a 1-man player advantage now. No more movement left with the number 7 Saurus blocker. Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii Bam. Has one more rush here, but I doubt they'll take it. Yeah. They'll move in number 5 back to the line. Why did that happen? What's going on with the replays? Okay. This is from another game. Ajax the right says, why doesn't the star of the show have the ball? Give Pips the ball! Give Pips the ball! Spire says, you know what, let's never watch that again. Turn 2 for the PipStars. See if I save that replay. SP Beaver said that was not the game you aired earlier. Yeah, because the replay doesn't save from the video I added. it would save from the actual game, the game input. But I had the video set up to restart whenever the source came back online, so I tried to replay it, and then I just reset. I reset the replay. So I was like, you know what? No more. No more button pressing for the game. Good stun here on the right side. We'll see if they can leverage this at all. I don't know if they will. It's going to depend on if they commit early, and I don't think they want to do that. Drips Drippy will shift one space back to center field here. 2-die block on the line will be a both standing result. Now a 3-die with the Crocs only gets a push. This Crocs is still a rookie, does not have the block skill. Now a 2-die with Chompy McChompface again is going to get a both standing against number 5. Number 5 standing his ground. 31 seconds left on the clock here at the top of turn 2. And that'll be the turn. Turn 2, back to the Lavabacks. I was playing Death Stranding 2 today. I don't know if anyone's going to be aware of what I'm about to say. But there's a VTuber named Pecora. She's part of HoloLive. She's like a rabbit. She's in Death Stranding 2. as an NPC. It's awesome. Spoilers, sorry. Spoilers if you're playing the game. Can you say spoilers after you've already spoiled it? But it was awesome. Hunting the skink on the blitz. Bootsy Kazoo is going to be stunned on the back left corner, and now a mark against Drippy from behind. Number 6 bus Shelter Baker takes a mark. And now the Lavabacks trying to mark out other Sarses as they apply pressure to the skink. Pulling back number 16. All 4 skinks, other than the journeyman, of course, pulling back deep into the secondary. My most vivid memory, this is going to sound stupid, because it is stupid. My most vivid memory of playing football in high school, I was a defensive back for much of my football. I started as a running back, but my most vivid memory, oh, rolled a skull here. We'll spend a reroll, but now they're down to 1 reroll for the half. Took the 1-die block, rerolled it into a POW. 2 marks on the ball. Turn 3 for the PipStars, and now Drippy with nowhere to go on a dodge unless it's a jump across Bootsy Kazoo. My most vivid memory from football in high school is running backwards, because I was a defensive back, and you're just running backwards all the time. You're just always running backwards. If you're on the corner, you run backwards for like 5 steps, and then you sprint, and then run backwards for 5 steps, and then you sprint. And then you run backwards for 5 steps, and then you sprint. And you do that for an hour. 2-die block against number 5 here. Gets the knockdown. Ajax the Riot says the Sars fell into the trap. Pips, get him! Get him, Pips! 2-die block against number 4. Got the pal here on the by the Crocs. 9+ breaks armor, but doesn't get the armor break. Pips now has a positive dodge forward. Blitz still on the table. 2-die on the right side. Gets the knockdown. And now the blitz to clear the ball carrier. Gets a push. Took a minute to decide whether to follow up or not. Decided not to. Will stay put. Drips Drippy now cleared. Put back on the bonus clock. Repositions the blitzer over on the right side. Early pressure here by the Vesuvian Lavabacks with these Sauruses. Keeping their 4 rostered skinks in the secondary just in case. Drips Drippy shifts 1 space on a retreat here. Now on the PipStars 6-yard line in more or less a cage. And it's not just run backwards all the time. It's like run backwards. I mean, if you've seen football, you know what I'm talking about. But you run backwards, and then you have to like twist and run. And so you would do in practice, you would do these like exercises where like you would run, but like twist your hips, and it's not a natural movement. It's natural if you do it like one time, but when you're doing it like 100 times, it's not a natural movement. The Lavabacks now advancing the secondary over on the right side here. Looks to be inviting the offense to move to the left. Is this a gambit attempt? Two-die blitz on the back left corner of the cage. Gets a both standing result or a dodge push, but he's going to take the dodge push, but this is a sidestep. Pips Pippy, a sidestepper, can decide where they want to end up. PipStars and Dead Fred thinking carefully about this. Decides to shift to the left. I think that's a good call. Shifts to the left. There will be a follow-up here. So number 8 takes a mark on the ball carrier, but now marked by Pips, who's currently an assist on a block. The journeyman comes into the scrum over on the right side. Two-die block on the left will get the knockdown against Trixie O'Reilly, and has effectively pushed Trixie off the or out of the drive here, off the ball. Turn 3 now back to the Lavabacks. I'm sorry, to the PipStars. Two-die block by Chompy McChompface right beside Trixie. Will push Earthquake away and frees up Trixie. Now a two-die against the journeyman gets the knockdown here. No armor break. Journeyman stays on the pitch. Has a two-die with the Crocs, but against a Saurus with the block skill, so scary. Might just take it as a blitz instead with a Saurus. No, gonna blitz the number 8 Saurus instead. Gets a pal. Just frees up the ball carrier. Still has some movement left with the blitzer. Is he gonna cross the line of scrimmage on this turn? He may just park this ball in the opposing 2. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do, setting up a cage to cage this ball on the opposing 2-yard line. There's the cage set up. Now to move the ball carrier into the cage. Pips Pippy is going to move in for the assist on the two-die with Mighty Blow. Two-die with Mighty Blow coming up over in the right wide zone. Got the knockdown. 9+ will break armor. No armor break. I think he might be done here. We'll see if he takes the block with Gatorade. He'll take the block with Gatorade. Got the PAL. And again, Mighty Blow in play. Broke armor. Got a stun. Well done by Gatorade the Crocs. Turn 4 now for the Lavabacks. So the Lavabacks applying some pressure, but you can see they've all been spaced out away from this cage. Continuing to keep the cage marked. They have an assist against Sir Crocs-a-Lot. Marking the back left corner of the cage as well. So these Sauruses are not going to get away unless they blitz. 5+ to dodge is... That's a 1/3 chance, and that's assuming there's no tackle zone they're dodging into. Blitzing from the back corner, going after Bootsy Kazoo, but only gets a dodge push out of this. We'll follow up and mark the ball carrier. Berserker Tempest continuing to hunt Skink, still holding on to that fireball. Dead Fred, completely unafraid, says, "You want a fireball? Come get me, bro. Come get me." This week we trained with firefighters. We're good. We trained with the OWFD. We're fine. We're good. We're ready. That'll be the end of the turn. Back to the PipStars. Turn 5 coming up, second quarter to begin. Starts the turn with a blitz. 2-die blitz against number 5. We'll get a push. This, again, will clear the ball carrier. Bad Dog says, it's not like the wizard has a comet spell or anything. These lizards will be fine. Or like Final Fantasy Meteor. Or Ultima. They're fine. Repositions the blitzer to get a 2-die against Earthquake. Got the PAL this time. Probably stays put. He's going to stay put and advance this ball to the 6. Ajax the right says, oh, a tiebreaker game for the two of them. They both have 2 wins against each other. That is correct. They've faced off 4 times in the past. 2 wins for each coach. Takes a mark. Oh, in the front right corner, I was wondering whether he'd take it on the front right or the back right. Takes on the front right corner. Now, is it going to be a dodge away? 3-die, ooh, 3-die block happens first. Gets a push out of this against the Journeyman. The Journeyman staying on his feet. Continues to keep these players. Whoa, 1-die block. Oh, he's against the Sauruses. That's right, he's against the Sauruses. So he's going to keep these Sauruses marked. This is what we were talking about in the pregame. About when every turn it's going to be a chess match, a decision. When do I mark Sauruses? When do I push them aside? Pips Pippi has been freed up. Pips Pippi, the blodger, the sidestepper, the Hall of Famer. Moves over for the assist. Well done, Pips. Pips, no, he doesn't need to be the hero all the time. Sometimes he's just in there for the assist. 2-die block gets the POW out of this. Sometimes you gotta let your teammates play. Oh no, he did dodge away Bootsy Kazoo. Oh man, I thought he would have left Bootsy Kazoo where he was with the mark, and now number 5 has dice on the ball. Turn 5 for the Lavabacks. Good action order standing to players. Takes a mark on the left side of the cage. Giving up a 2-die, coming back with the block skill, though. Here's the blitz! That is just a dodge push unless the final reroll is spent. I don't know if he's going to spend it. He's thinking about it. Going to spend the final team reroll, fishing for a knockdown, but only got a push out of it. Will probably push it, yeah, push him to the left, and follows up. No more rerolls for the Lavabacks. Spire says, "Don't dodge skinks. Didn't you watch my game last night?" So now the Lavabacks, no rerolls left for an entire quarter. That's going to be tricky to play. That's sneaky, getting away yet again. Failed 50-50 dodge out of the right wide zone, and that will be a turnover. Turn 5 for the PipStars. So the Lavabacks choosing not to engage with those skinks. Wants to keep those skinks safe, keep them in the secondary in case a skink breaks away, but that's basically playing down 4 players, so that's a tricky tactic to employ. So far, so good. The ball has been moving forward, though. And the Lavabacks are out of rerolls. Spire said, "What did I just say?" This was a 4+, by the way, and the reason for that was the prehensile tail by the Crocs. Any dodge away from this Crocs' massive tail is a -1. So the 3+ would turned into a 4+. That's a 50-50 on a D6. 2-die block against number 5. This will be a push. 1 Saurus pushed off the ball carrier. 1 to go. Probably blitz. No, doesn't blitz here. So gets a push against Earthquake. I thought for sure he would reposition Sir Crocs a lot, but does not do so. So probably we'll take a mark on number 5 for the blitz on number 5. Trixie O'Reilly might come down to mark number 5, and then Chompy McChompface comes in for the 2-die block, 2-die blitz. No, he's just going to move forward, so he moves forward to the 10. So Trixie O'Reilly will move forward, and now Chompy McChompface will fill in the front left corner. Oh, double skulls on the blitz by Chompy. Gets the knockdown here. PipStars burning their first reroll of the half. And they failed the rush. So they could have done that without a rush, but they took the blitz instead. That blitz cost them a point of MA. Failed the rush, and now the PipStars down to 1 reroll for the half. Ajax the Riot demanding death. Good 3+ dodge by Pips Pippy. You're not going to get it from Pips. He's a hero, a champion. 2-die against the number 4 Saurus blocker. Back behind the cage over on the right side of the field. Gets a knockdown. No armor break. Took the 1-die with the block skill against number 6, and that worked out. And it once again works out with El Bandito on the block with Mighty Blow. 9+ will break armor. There's the armor break. Well done to remove a Saurus. Very well done. 1-man player advantage now for the PipStars. El Bandito gets the removal. Oh, the fireball spent during the replay. Fireball spent, knocks down the front left corner, removes the ball carrier. So now the Lavabacks going after this ball. 2-die blitz against Bootsy Kazoo. The journeyman runs to safety. Currently one Lavaback marking the ball. So the wizard has been spent. Got one removal out of it on the ball carrier skink. The ball bounced one space to the right. Spire says the journeyman's a scoring threat. Yeah, he is. It's also a journeyman, though. And now the Skink's moving in to form a scrum around the ball. Is he going to try to snake this ball? Be a 50-50 pickup by the Chameleon. I don't know if he's going to try to grab it this turn. I doubt he will. Oh, it's not a 50-50. It's a 5+. Ajax the Right says, hey, the journeyman in yesterday's game was a beast. That's true. That's true. Number 8 will retreat as well. He is going to go for the pickup. 5+ pickup. Doesn't work out and bobbles the ball out of the scrum. Back to the 8-yard line. Turn 7 now for the PipStars. So the defensive pressure has worked out, and then that secondary descended after spending the wizard, moved in those skinks to try to fight for this ball. 2 turns left to defend. If they can at all help it, they're going to try to score as well. PipStars have to be really worried about these skinks and really need to focus on their split this turn, preventing the score and trying to score. It's currently marked by 3 enemy pieces, 3 opposing pieces. Each mark on that ball means it's a -1 to pick it up. So for an Edge 3 skink, right now that would be a 6. Agility rolls in Blood Bowl always succeed on a natural 6, always fail on a natural 1. Failed the rush, 900%. Spent the final reroll here for the PipStars. They get the mighty blow blocker, El Bandito, in on the ball. No rerolls left for either team here in the final 2 turns of the first half. 2-die blitz against number 5, gets a push, and has no choice but to push onto the ball. Bobbles the ball forward. I don't think that's any better. Wanted that ball to come out to the right, I think. Actually, wanted that ball to come out to the left. Ball on the ground on the opposing 12. 2-die block against the number 16. Chameleon gets the PAL, looking for an 8+. An armor break would be a huge deal here. Got the armor break. So that's a great stun. They won't have to worry about the number 16 Chameleon for the rest of the drive. Ajax says, come on, Pips. We need a miracle only you can pull off. Show us how it's done, Pips. Pips is like the retired ball player who comes out of retirement. So his local team that's doing very poorly can actually rise up through the ladder and win the big competition so that the community center will have enough money and not have to be shut down. Ball gets bounced out of the scrum to the right side on the 8. That's right. Here's the 3+ dodge to the... Hey! Pips Pippy! That's the Pips I know and love! Pips Pippy! Oh, my monitor just went black. There we go. Oh, Pips 3+ dodge to a 5+ pickup to a 3+ dodge. Who could do it if not Pips Pippy, I ask? The hero, the legend himself. Pips Pippy in possession of the ball on the opposing 10-yard line. Failed dodge on the Pips. Turn 8, here we go. Pips Pippy will score. The PipStars will take the lead 1-0. The legend, the master of the game, Pips Pippy. Very well done by the PipStars. Do not roll dice. That's right. Don't roll a single die there. Pips Pippy showing why he is a Hall of Famer. And the PipStars will get back 2 KOs. They came back from those KOs because of the hypeness. That's not Pips Pippy. Get off the screen, El Bandito. Nobody cares about you. I'm sorry, El Bandito. You are a great player. Everybody loves you. There we go. Pips Pippy himself. The stats, by the way, are how they're reported. Pips Pippy is so good. He has... I'll show you again. I swear to you, these are exactly how they're reported from the game. Pips Pippy has 1 of 0 receptions. He has completed 1 reception of 0. That's how much of a pro he is. I did not make that up. 3 on the line for the PipStars. The Vesuvian Lavabacks, 1 turn here. Ajax the Riot says rigged for sure. SP Beaver says he's just that good. Hank the Ranger, welcome to the stream. Hank the Ranger says, hey now, you're a PipStar. Get your game on. On the ball with the chameleon. Danced under the ball there to show off. Was able to recover it here in turn 8. They're not going to be able to score. Trying to pass for some SVP. Didn't take the blocks. Ooh, didn't take the blocks on the line first. That's going to be a turnover, and that is the end of the half. The PipStars will be in the lead 1-0. The Vesuvian Lavabacks will be on offense to start this second half. Gruder29, welcome to the stream, says Tilting. Maybe so. Maybe so. Pips Pippy on the 3+, 5+, 3+ to score. That'll be in the new GW supplement for the game. If you field Pips Pippy, you actually get to roll weighted dice. Hey, the Ranger says he's Pips Pippy. He can do no wrong. So now the PipStars to set up their defense. They have 5 on the line currently on defense. Remember, unlike most matchups, they're up against the exact same team. So this strength 4 advantage isn't so much of it. It's not a guaranteed 2-die, right? Because the opponent can set up the exact same way and then just get 1 assist and start blocking down the line. Ajax the Ride says, it's Pips Pippy. What are die rolls? He just does. Do or do not. There is no roll. Bad Dog says some players are blessed by Nuffle. Pips is one of those. That's right. PipStars to set up their defense. They have one in either wide zone right now. 3 on the line. They have all 4 skinks bunched up behind these strength 4 Sauruses. 5 on the line for the Lavabacks currently. Here's the kick. So 2 back to receive. They have 1 Saurus well off the line. On the ball to get under the ball over in the left wide zone on the 14. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It is a blitz. The ball kicked to the 14. It could be a double rush blitz on hashtag Mere Lava. Spire says Pips, Kevin Bacon, ramble on. Yep, that's right. Electric Smith says, I'll bet that under Pips Pippy's mask is Kevin Bacon. Kevin never takes a competition off. He just puts on a mask and plays for a different team. 1 assist here. This would be a 3-die blitz. Double rush blitz by Trixie O'Reilly. Ajax the Riot says Sargus in the fouls trying to make that list. I should actually set up. I gotta make a list. I should actually set up a Hall of Fame. No! Bootsy Kazoo rushes to take a mark, and that's going to be the end of the blitz. The catch was made a 5+ catch and doesn't work out, and bounces 1 space to the right. Turn 9 now for the Lavabacks. Blitz to clear the skink. SB Beaver with the emergency rush warning. Thank you very much for the bits. Ajax the Right said had to sacrifice a skink to Nuffle for Pips. Dodge push against Slim Scaly. Hank the Ranger says, I'm so curious how many children he rescued, how many diseases Pips cured in the off season. He's a busy man. I heard Pips Pippy won the Stanley Cup all by himself. 2-die block. When he's not playing Blood Bowl, he's playing some other sport and winning. Hank the Ranger says Kevin Bacon is evil and Pips is a saint. How dare you compare to? Now trying to block down the line here. Gets a pow against Sir Crocs a lot. Tailgater now going to be knocked down here by the number 4 Saurus blocker. Successfully blocking down the defensive line. This frees up the journeyman over on the right side. The right tackle going in on the foul before the ball pickup. Whoa! Gets nothing out of the foul. Wow! What? He didn't activate number 16, right? Turn 9 now for the PipStars. So the ball still remains on the ground over in the left wide zone. It's on the Lavabacks 14-yard line. SP Beaver says you don't think 16 started there? All right, fair enough. I thought he did. But because he was under the ball to catch it. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, he didn't activate number 16. Get wrecked, fails the rush. Of course he does. PipStars have to spend a reroll here. They're going to take a mark on number 15. You failed that rush. I mean, SP Beaver, he warned you. He warned you with classic Canadian prog rock. You should have known better. "18 seconds ago for the PipStars. Blitz on Earthquake. Gets the knockdown. Trixie O'Reilly on the blitz. Will follow up. Break. Ah! What an armor break. Look. I'm sorry. I wrote death at the beginning. I apologize. I'm under contract. Telestrator of Doom strikes again. Murders a Saurus. Gets another armor break on number 15. Gets a stun out of this. Telestrator of Doom is back, baby. That's right. Another armor break. Gets a stun here. 50-50 pickup due to the mark. Spends a reroll to make this a 75% slim. Scaly could score right here on a 3+ dodge to a 2+ rush. There's the dodge. Shadowing can kick in. It doesn't. Will he rush? He does, and he scores! 2-0. The PipStars increase their lead. Very well done by Dead Fred. Good recovery to score on the rush. Vesuvian Lavabacks on offense. One more time here. Hank the Rager says, where is Pips? Where is Pips? Pips is right here. Spire says, Pips heard he needs 5 touchdowns for first place. That's right. Here's the kick. 5 on the line. Spread wide here for the offense. We'll try to get, can't quite get under the, 1, 2, 3? No, can't quite get under the ball here on the ball. Cheering fans, we've got a prayer to Nuffle. Uh-oh. So this is the one new rule for stalling. If you on throw a rock, if you stall, then you roll a d6 and the ball carrier is knocked out on a 5+. So stalling is there's a lot of words in the rule book that basically come down to stalling is exactly what you think it is. If you have the ball and you can score without rolling dice and you choose not to, that's stalling. And on throw a rock, if you're doing that, you roll a d6 and on a 5+, you're knocked down. Bad Dog says they are down 2-0. There will be no stalling. That's very true. There will be no stalling. 2-9 blitz on Trixie O'Reilly over in the left wide zone. Gets a push out of this. But that is the new anti-stalling rules, so to speak, in the BB 2020 rule set. Gets an injury here on a Sir We take it off the pitch. I think that's all tied up, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That can't be right. Another armor breaks a stun. Spire says the Lavabacks won the cheer. It applies to the PipStars having the ball. Fair enough, yeah. $15 seconds to go here for the Lavabacks. They're down to 1 reroll for the half. 1 reroll for the defense as well. They're down 2 touchdowns. They've taken 1 skink off the pitch. There's 4 more to contend with. They're going to threaten the number 12 lineman down pitch. Turn 10 for the PipStars. So they're going to try to get on the board here so they can hand off to number 12 to score. That means the PipStars are going to have to cover this skink and either blitz the skink or just mark the skink. There's the mark. Boy, this is just sad. This is just like this. It's just a scorch mark with blood in the in the middle. Oh, somebody had a bad day here. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna show you something, and you're never gonna unsee it. These large blood splats, they're all the exact same texture. You see that? Like this is the same as this. This is this just upside down and flipped. This and this are the same. It's just flipped 90 degrees. 2-9 block over in the right wide zone. Gets a POW here. It's the same for the small blood splats. They're all the exact same texture. They're just flipped and rotated. So there's two textures for blood. Dude, I block in the left wide zone. Gets the knockdown. Three-die block against the journeyman. Gets a dodge push out of this. Crocs on the block as we dip into bonus time once more for the PipStars. They're under 2 minutes here with 1 reroll left for the game. They're in the lead 2-0. The Lavabacks currently in possession of the ball. Turn 11 now for the Lavabacks. They're on their own 6-yard line. Are they going to go for broke here? Are they going to go for broke and try to score? They've got a lane to the ball carrier. 2-die against the Crocs. They get a POW here, looking for a Big 10 plus. If they move number 6 out of the way, they've got a lane. With the skink, it would be a rush handoff to a 50-50 handoff. Blitz has been spent, so can't blitz away the ball carrier. He'd have to dodge away and then score. But the Lavabacks might be playing to not lose this game. We'll see. Oh, no. So tried to dodge away the ball carrier first, and that's going to be a turnover. And now the ball in danger. Shadowing worked out. So Scoops McAdoo will get a free point of movement forward. What a... that puts him just in range of the bullet carrier. Turn 11 for the PipStars. Croc stands up. Scoops. What a name. Scoops. I don't know why that's so funny. Bad Dog says, I see dice on the ball here. Yes, indeed. Two plus on the rush here. Tailgater takes a mark on the ball carrier. Here's the blitz. 3 die blitz. Only gets a push. Will he spend the final reroll here? He will. Got the pal. 7 plus breaks armor. No armor break. The ball's going to move to the 6. And now Scoops McAdoo probably will try to get in on this play. Well, I don't know if actually Scoops can be safe. Tusars is marking the ball now. Get wrecked. Gets in on the right side. PipStars back on the bonus clock with 1 minute 23 to go. They take a 3 die against number 13 and got the POW over in the left wide zone. Number 13 will probably sidestep toward the ball. Sidesteps away from the ball. There's the armor break. Got removed. Didn't matter. Another skink removed. Well done by Dead Fred. Everyone else is now marked with 1 minute 10 to go. Well, other than Scoops. Other than Scoops. Now a 2 die against number 8. Got the POW here. Breaks armor again. Got another removal. Whoa. That's another SARS removed. 1 minute on the bonus clock remaining. Ajax demands death. I think that you did that. 3 plus to recover the ball. Slim Scaly now in possession of the ball. Moves a couple of spaces towards the end zone. Now on the opposing 10-yard line. Good 3 plus dodge by Drips Drippy to get in on the ball as well. Pips Pippy dodges on a 3 plus. No problem for Pips. Yeah, you can't shadow Pips. Pips is the shadow. 25 seconds left on the bonus clock for the PipStars. Scoops on the 3 plus dodge. That'll be the turn. Turn 12 coming up for the Lavabacks. Still burning time on the bonus clock. There it is. Ajax the Riot says Pips dodging with a 6 would have been a 7 if the dice allowed it. Takes a blitz on Scoops into a both down result. Doesn't burn the reroll. That's a turnover. So that action order, so these Sarses should have came in on the ball, but took the blitz, got a both down result, and now it is a null turn. Turn 12 for the PipStars. Final turn of the third quarter. PipStars can score right. I don't see why they don't. PipStars can score right here. They go up 3-0 and try to do this again. Oh, you're right. They are PipStars. You're absolutely right. My apologies. So moving players might be trying to stall. I don't think there's any reason to stall here. Oh, in fact, he doesn't want to stall here because of the prayer to Nuffle. It looks like he might be trying to stall this. I wonder if he's aware of the prayer. Or might... 30 seconds left on the clock. Hands off to the Saurus. Trying for the Saurus touchdown. Didn't work out. Chompy McChompface is going to grab the ball. SP Beaver says, how does the prayer work? If you can score without rolling dice and you don't, you have stalled. Then it's a 5+ that knocks you down. Stand-up blitz on the Crocs. Got the pal here. Looking for SPP. Doesn't get it. Roll guys on the armor break. Gonna go. Is he gonna foul? Is this a Crocs foul? 5 assists on the foul. Gets called off the pitch. The ref's gonna have none of that. You stun the Crocs. Gonna never mind. The ref says, you know what? You make a great point. You make a great point. That wasn't a foul. PipStars on turn 13. Could score right here on 2 rushes, but probably won't risk the rushes with no rerolls. Spire graciously lowering the failure rate from the rules mandated 900% down to a 99% that we allow in our league. You know, it's a little cheaty, but it's okay. Ball carrier is going to move down to the 22. He'll score on turn... well, I don't know if he'll score on turn 14 or not, or if he'll actually try to stall this. Because he might be trying to... He might say, yeah, you know what, 3-0 is great, but with so few turns left, I don't want to give up a touchdown and kind of lower my TD differential. Oh, I forgot the Predator Nuffle's in play, so he won't want to stall this. Three die on the Journeyman Skink back at the line of scrimmage. Takes the both down, trying to get the trade on that. Doesn't get it. Turn 14 for the Lavabacks. Lavabacks well behind the ball at this point. They could... I don't think they have anyone that can get there. They could conceivably get number 16 to mark the ball carrier. But, I mean, then you're dealing with the wrath of Pip's Pippy. I don't know if you want to do that. 2-die blitz, spends a team reroll, looking for the knockdown. Gets the knockdown here, trying to get 2 SPP out of this blitz. Got the armor break, but doesn't get any SPP out of it. Rushes into position for another foul attempt, it looks like. And the ref says, yeah, let's see if he can successfully argue again. Yeah, the ref says, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Turn 14 for the PipStars. They'll walk the ball in here, I imagine. From the rulebook, stalling. If at any point during your team turn a player belonging to your team meets all of the following criteria, that player is said to be stalling. 1. If the player is open, meaning unmarked. 2. If the player is in possession of the ball. 3. If the player is able to activate and perform their declared action without needing to first roll a d6. And 4. If the player is able to move into the opposition's end zone without needing to rush or dodge. Failing to activate a stalling player before your turn ends, or activating that player but declining to score a touchdown is stalling. Hank the Ranger says, if Pips dies, we riot. The PipStars fouling to foul. So yeah, so you see there, they stalled but got through the stall roll. So there's that throw a rock stall roll. It's a 5+. Got through it on turn 14. SB Beaver says, if you fail a die roll before you activate him, does that still count as stalling? Yeah. Yeah, if you fail to activate him for any reason, if you can score and you fail to activate him, that's stalling as well. Like, if you can score and you don't, you're stalling. Turn 15 for the PipStars. We'll see if that die roll kind of put the fear of Nuffle in them and they get in the end zone here on this turn. It's a 1/3 chance of failure. PipStars, it looks like they're gonna stall again. So the problem is, if they fail that stall roll, that throw a rock roll, they've got to get that ball into the hands of the Saurus again, and it's a 5+. Smasher, yeah, Smasher says, with no reroll, I don't think you risk it. But also, like, No rerolls going for the blitz. Gets the knockdown here on number 6. Clavius, welcome to the stream. Clavius says, I've got lost playing Expedition 33 and forgot to log in the Switch. It's a great game. Fouling again! Oh no, is he gonna stall again? Stands up the Crocs. Hank the Ranger says, there's been like a bazillion games before this one. I don't remember Throw a Rock coming up before. It wasn't in the old rule set. It's only in the new rule set, and it's only the prayer to Nuffle. So it only happens. There's the score. Yeah, well done. 3-0 the score. The PipStars increased their lead. So it only happens on a cheering fans kickoff result, and only on one particular result. Clivey says this is too many lizards. At least all the casualties are lizards, which is always a plus in my book. Right, Smasher's right. It's a prayer to Nuffle. It's a prayer to Nuffle, which of course is new to the BB 2020 rulebook as well. One turn left in this game, one full turn. So the PipStars will set up on defense. They're in the lead 3-0. They will not be stopped in this game. And you know what? You know what? If the PipStars stop a score from the Vesuvian Lavabacks, they will in fact end the week in first place. They got the 3 touchdowns they needed. They'll put their TD diff at a 5+. They will dethrone the Believe Broncos. Tizzle Pizzle, welcome to the stream. Here's the kick. Chameleon's going to get under the ball. One of these two chameleons will get under the ball here for the 50-50. Is it? Do the same thing. Another prayer to Nuffle. This time it's perfect passing. So completions 2 SPP instead of 1. This might be an opportunity for the Lavabacks to just pick up an extra point of SPP here on the quick pass. Turn 16 now for the Lavabacks. So the PipStars did what seemed impossible here, and will actually advance into first place at the end of week number 4. They needed to win by 3 in order to do it, and so far that's exactly what they're doing. Lavabacks are gonna lose a Sars blocker. They'll take the seriously hurt instead. Wait, they took the serious injury. Turn 16 for the PipStars. They're not gonna be able to score, but they're gonna win this one 3-0. They've got some SPP to make, or to take, to earn. Yeah, I think it was a misclick. 3-die block against number 1 here by the Crocs. Looking for some easy Croc SPP, but not going to get it here. It gets a push. There'll be a 2-die on the right side, a 2-die on the left side. There's still a blitz at play. I imagine that's going to be against one of the Skinks. Another push here. With no rerolls, has to accept this push on the left side. "55 seconds left in the ball game. Here's this 2-die block coming up on the right side. Got the pal here, looking for the 10+. Every casualty is 2 SPP, but doesn't get the armor break. You have to get the armor break, then you have to successfully roll a Kaz on the injury table. Those are the blocks. Still has the blitz. Probably going after the number 1 journeyman. Unless he wants to go after the rostered skink here. Well, actually the rostered skink's injured. That might be the better play. Gotta go for the 3-die instead. Gets the knockdown with Mighty Blow. 7+ breaks armor! Only gets a stun out of it, and that's going to be the ball game. The PipStars take this one home 3-0. Congratulations to Dead Fred. Are we getting a GG foul? All that fouling, Dead Fred says, all right, you want to foul? Let's foul. He's going to foul the journeyman, though. 4 assists on the journeyman's currently a 4+. Way to end the game. 3-0 is the final. Oh, well done. Why not? That's right. Why not? Well done. With that win that didn't seem likely, but the PipStars pulled it off, and they will finish the week in first place, dethroning the Believe Broncos. The PipStars 3-0-1 with 9 points. The first tiebreaker is TD. Well, so this is how it works if you're unfamiliar. You are ranked in your division by points. You get 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw. You can see the PipStars and the Believe Broncos tied 9-9. Then it's who beat whom. Now, I will say the Believe Broncos and the PipStars might have played each other already. I'm not sure. My code doesn't account for that because I haven't fixed that yet. But let's say the PipStars and the Believe Broncos haven't played yet, or they drew yet. Then the next tiebreaker would be your TD differential. You can see for both of them, it's a 5+. So the final tiebreaker is how many touchdowns you've scored. The PipStars have 7, the Believe Broncos have 5, and that puts the PipStars on top. Again, congratulations to Dead Fred. That was a lot of fun. We'll take a look. Clivey says, okay, time to fly around on SKA some more. It's a great game. All right, let's take a look at the schedule before we leave for the night. One game left to be scheduled here in week 4. It was going to be played this evening, but one of the coaches had an emergency, so it will be rescheduled at a later date. But we do have one more scheduled game in week number 4, and that's going to be this Tuesday, July 8th at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. That's going to be the Fishy Fiends versus the Birds of a Feather, Ajax versus Galeshi, Chaos Renegades versus Pro Elves. That'll be a fun one. And then when that final game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch, or on our social media pages on Blue Sky X and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl. Man, this game is great. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and a tabletop forum at your friendly local game store. You're going down, Pro Elves! Until this Tuesday, July 8th at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care and just keep swimming. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.